For this video, I'll be covering how-to guide 203, that's the flow cell replacement and alignment. And to start, I'm going to be using the 3200 and the auto sampler. You'll need some materials for this. You'll have to have your new flow cell that you'll be replacing, some additional ferrules. Each flow cell should have brand new ferrules with it. If you get a flow cell or if you have older flow cells without additional ferrules, please contact us so that you can get some new ones before removing your old flow cell. You'll also need some dielectric grease or index matching fluid, as well as some chem wipes and denatured alcohol. So to get started, we'll start by taking off the optics cover on the instrument. I'll go ahead and switch the light off so that you don't have the lamp shining brightly. And then open the reflector. In order to remove the flow cell from this reflector, we need to slide the clip to the right. That will allow you to remove the flow cell. Then we need to remove the nuts that secure it from the top, as well as the ferrule and the bottom of this union close to the aspiration syringe barrel. So you unscrew that. Again, you'll want to remove the ferrule and then the nut. At this point, you can freely remove the flow cell. Okay. Then, when you have your new flow cell, you'll want to make sure that you clean both the reflectors with denatured alcohol, or you can use 70% ethanol as well. This cleans off any of the old residue from the previous grease that you used. Once that's done, you can grab your index matching fluid or dielectric grease. And I like to use the index matching fluid because it's a lot easier to control. The dielectric grease can be a little messy, but we'll put a dot right in the center of the reflector, as well as the center of this reflector. Okay. For your new flow cell, the clear tubing goes on the top and the darker tubing goes on the bottom. This can either be black or blue depending on your flow cell. The black is the siliconized flow cell, and that's what I have. So the clear will go through the top opening. And before securing it in place, put the bottom one in as well. So for the bottom, again, you'll put that tan nut that you just used, and make sure you use a new flow cell, or ferrule, sorry. Connect that to the bottom, screw that in. And then we'll also do the top. Now, if you're working with the auto sampler, then you're going to be using a tan nut and tan ferrule. And it's important how you put the ferrule on. These tan ferrules, the pointy side faces out, and it will connect to the bottom of the union. If you're going to be connecting to the instrument alone without the auto sampler, then it actually uses a different nut. It uses a 1032 black nut and a white ferrule. Now the white ferrule is opposite. You want the flat side facing out. Just like that. And it's okay if the tubing pokes through a little bit on these ferrules, because once I connect it to the bottom, it will be flush. So once connected, you want to give your tubing just a little bit of a tug to make sure that it's actually secure in there. If it's too loose, it'll slip out and you'll get leaks. Take that off. If you're not using the instrument, then again, you need the tan nut with the tan ferrule, and that points out. You want to connect that to the bottom of the union. And that way the flow cell connects with the sample line from the auto sampler. So once you have that secured, you'll want to actually have it in the appropriate location on the instrument. Within the flow cell, we have a 20 micron screen. That's what this white stuff is here. So what we want is for the top of the screen to be in line with the cut groove, which I'll show you right here. So I'll set it on there and then move the clip to secure it in place. If I close my reflector and turn the lamp back on, I can refer to the computer. So in this case, what we want is for the top of that filter to be in line with the diamond, which is what we have here. If you have to align it, keep your camera open, and you can open the reflector, slide the clip, and move it up or down as necessary. In this case, you can also see I have a little extra grease in this camera image, so I can take a chem wipe and actually wipe any excess grease. There you go. Okay. Now you can secure your front cover before you start an experiment. And you're ready to go. Hopefully that was helpful for you, and thanks for watching.